This reaction is brought to you by my $5 or more patrons at patreon.com/AlexHeitz. I'd like to thank Identitech, Andreas Glasel, Steve Aldersley, Anthony Coleman, Ray Schuster, David Dockery, Kurt David, and Aubrey Coper for sponsoring and getting a shout out on this video. Thank you all so much for supporting the channel, me and my family. It means the world. Thank you. 4 Roses and Coke. It's pretty much my go-to. If it's not Wild Turkey, it's 4 Roses. How are you all doing? I hope you're all good. It's been a little while since our last Morrissey video. We did a Patreon poll to kind of split up the whole Morrissey binge, June 29th. So it's been a little under a month since we've done Morrissey. Your Arsenal was the last Morrissey video album I did. Quite a good album. I posted on the Discord, I did this like math. I had done like a percentage calculator thing to see like the amount of songs on each album and how many I actually listen to and don't skip. And I think Bona Drag did best. Viva Hate was slightly below that, and Your Arsenal was slightly below that. I can't fully remember, but really like Your Arsenal. Favorite tracks, we'll let you know: National Front, Disco, Seasick Yet Still Docked. Those 3 are just like, The only 2 or 3 that I skip is Glamorous Glue, We Hate It When Our Friends Become Successful, You're the One for Me, Fatty. And I'm still not super into Tomorrow either, but it's a solid album, and it strikes a really cool tone as well. Good stuff. So that is that. Today we are moving forward. Your Arsenal was 92. We're skipping ahead 2 years to Vauxhall and I. Album's title may be a reference to the 1987 film Withnail and I. Vauxhall is an area of London noted for its gay clubs, and there is also a British car manufacturer of the same name. So who knows what this album is about? 39 minutes, alt-rock. We've got pretty much the staple of guys who have been with him since Your Arsenal, I think. Maybe some of the Bona Drag stuff as well. Maybe Kill Uncle? No. So Your Arsenal guys are on this, kind of going forward for the foreseeable future. I think I will be doing Southpaw Grammar. Everyone's kind of convinced me as such to do so. And then we'll close out with You Are the Quarry. I think that's nice round, 6 albums that we're doing? So there you have it. I think we're going to hop right in. I'm very eager for this one. People say that it might be his best album, which is a pretty bold statement. So that's all I got. Let's hop right in, guys. We have 11 tracks, 39 minutes. Now my heart is full. Wow. His heart is now full. Amazing. I've been waiting for this moment. It's been years. Okay, so this is like it's kind of like classic Smiths, like Viva Hate, Bona Drag, Morrissey, mixed with the stuff from Your Arsenal. Because Your Arsenal had an almost like, not dour, but just kind of like a somber element to it. There was some silly songs on it too, but it just kind of had a different tone. Different than all the other Morrissey I've heard so far. And this kind of feels like it's reverting a little bit back to, classic Smith and Morrissey kind of stuff, but it's not, it's done like through the lens retrospectively of things like your Arsenal. And I think part of that is just because he's still working with these guys. I'm eager to see how that pans out for the tone of the rest of the album. So, Spring Heeled Jim. Interesting. It's one of the more like progressive or ambient tracks that I've heard from Morrissey yet. Like one of my favorites from your Arsenal, will let you know. One of my favorite parts of it is just like this long, like minute, 2 minute section that just repeats over and over and over. And it's just kind of like this, acoustic guitar chord strumming with like a bass groove going over it until it finally kind of climaxes at the end. Sort of. It just kind of transitions to something else and then ends. I like that one because it is kind of different for Morrissey. It's more restrained in that way. And you don't get a ton of that with Morrissey or the Smiths. Like there were some instrumental Smiths tracks, but with Morrissey, you kind of know what you're getting. You get what it says on the tin. But I really like some of these ones that are just a little bit outside of his wheelhouse from what I've heard before. And that one was pretty cool. Spring Heeled Jim, possibly based on Spring Heeled Jack, which is a really fascinating thing, kind of in folklore. Anyway, Billy Budd, let's go. Well, there it is. Kind of a throwaway song to me. It's just one of those quick Morrissey tracks where it's just like, there it is, there and gone. Yeah, not really a whole lot to say. Hold on to your friends. Ooh. Trying to be Johnny Marr. Not bad. I got kind of like, like Will I Wonder vibes from it, where it's just like, or Suffer Little Children, just sort of like low key, moody kind of Smith stuff. But it was just ever so slightly missed the mark. Not bad though, not bad. The More You Ignore Me, the closer I get. This is like one of his biggest songs. Arguably the biggest in terms of like importance. Don't know. I know a lot of people talk about this one, so let's dive right on in.
Ignore me, the closer I get. You're wasting your time. I will be in the bar with my head. Yeah, I've made up your mind. The more you ignore, wasting your time. The more you let me in. Oh, let me in. Why you're asking for it?
Good. Why don't you find out for no. Good pop song. Great pop song. With that like guitar riff kind of gives it that little bit of a rock edge. Yeah, just very pleasant. Very good. I don't know a lot to say about it in the moment, other than that it was pretty quality. Probably my favorite so far, next to Spring Hill Gym, and Now My Heart Is Full. But there you go. Why don't you find out for yourself?
The sanest days are mad. Why don't you find out for yourself? Some men here, they have a special interest. You'll never believe me, so why don't you find out for yourself? Then you'll see the glass hidden in the grass. Don't rake up my mistakes, I know exactly what they are.
I loved that one. The tone, the instrumentation, the production, very chill. But yet still had a bit of that edge. Um, Probably my favorite so far. I don't know what it was about that just like hit me. I was like, ooh, I like it. Probably a favorite with for a lot of people, I'd imagine. Legit. I dig it. Kind of like Spring Hill Gym. It's just kind of like, wow, it's like this very chill, kind of grooving sort of track. Good. I am hated for loving.
I am hated for loving. A brick in the small of the back again. I just don't belong.
Every time I record, someone has to flush. Good. Again, another nice chill track. I don't love it as much as Why Don't You Find Out for Yourself, but I'm digging the vibe. I'm digging the vibe of this album. We only have 4 tracks left to go. Tragic. Lifeguard Sleeping, Girl Drowning.
has come.
Okay. Not incredible, but fine. Again, another kind of chill track. I'm digging the vibe, you know. Used to be a sweet boy.
Used to be a sweet boy, holding and a big bright healthy smile. And I'm not to blame, but something went wrong.
Wow. Again, I'm falling into that thing where it's like if you separate an album into like fifths, like the third or fourth fifth is like just not as good to me. And it's like the Lazy Sunbathers, the next track, it has a possibility of being good, but it might not be. And then usually the last track is pretty solid. So let's see if that holds, because Lifeguard and Sweet Boy were just kind of like, sort of forgettable to me in some ways. They're not bad, but they just didn't strike anything with me. So let's see what the Lazy Sunbathers has to offer.
A world war was announced. The lazy sunbathers, sun burns through to the planet's core. Religions fall, children shall. You're waking the lazy sunbathers.
International Playboy. Solid. Not incredible, but pretty good. Pretty good. I wasn't expecting this like chill vibe to this album. It's been very mature, I guess is the way to put it. And I kind of expected something like that, but this is all like Well I Wonder kind of vibes for a lot of these songs. And that's Well I Wonder is probably one of my top 5 Smith songs. So I am in my wheelhouse. Last track, guys, then we're done. Speedway.
And when you slam down the hammer, all of the rumors keeping me grounded, that they were completely unfounded. You see it in your heart. Can you delve? And all those lies, written lies, twisted lies, by association, I've always been true to you.
Jeez. Wow. It's like we're just gonna be chill, gonna be on, just very moody, vibey, Will I Wonder for the whole album. And then in the last song we'll go Queen is Dead, and then at the very end I'm not complaining. Maybe a tad long. It just kind of felt a little meandery, I suppose. But like the elements of the song I enjoyed, though. Good. Great. Excellent. I probably will end up liking it more than Your Arsenal, just based on the amount of songs. Who knows? Who knows? I'll have to get back to you next week when I record Southpaw. This was unexpected. Man, I'm really eager to go back to some of these, though. There's some good stuff here. So thank you, everyone, for watching. I hope that was enjoyable. Solid album, solid time, good fun, happiness, love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, thankfulness, gentleness, self-control. I can't remember them all. Anyway, that's it, everyone. That's all I got for you. Southpaw Grammar next week. You know the drill. I don't think I really have anything else to plug. Go check out the Discord. Link is in the description. We have a lot of fun down there. We're going to try to start doing some like classics discussions, and then we'll do it on Discord, and I'll record it and post it on the channel. We'll do classic albums like, some Neutral Milk Hotel stuff, Radiohead stuff, the entire Coldplay discography, 3 times. We'll talk about it 3 separate times. Anyway, that's all, everyone. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all later. Godspeed.